Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you a weight loss health update. And it's been a hot minute. It's been a very long time. But I do want to announce some happy news. I have lost another 10 pounds. Hello, I am so incredibly excited. I just feel like I am on this roll lately, and I've tried so hard for these 10 pounds. I am not gonna lie. And I am just so beyond excited. I feel like for the first time in a very long time, I feel like I have my confidence back that I had last year. This past year has been such a struggle. Literally since last October of 2021, it has been a major struggle. Not with my weight loss, not with, really working out, and not at all with my food. I have maintained my weight and now I'm down 10 pounds. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. I don't know. There's just nothing like seeing progress and you're putting in the work and then you're seeing the outcome of that. And it is frustrating when you're putting the work in and it's taking forever. But I don't know, man. I just feel like once my body just gets in the motion of losing weight, it's on a roll and I just don't want to stop. So I am so beyond excited. I'm so excited that I'm down 10 pounds. I don't know. I just feel like I look so much better, but I also mentally feel a lot better. And I'm feeling that confidence that I had last year. So I have gone through a lot this past year. So I give myself a lot of grace and a lot with my mental health. And I have to say that I'm really proud of myself that I didn't turn to food for coping like I used to and just give up and throw in the towel and I haven't been consistent with my workouts, which is crazy to say because I've lost 10 pounds mainly barely working out. So that should just tell you right there how much your food really is, how important your food is when you're trying to lose weight. And that's what I always have believed in. To me, working out is for my mental health, to feel better, for just health reasons, to get your body moving. So I do plan on this week getting back to my workouts because I just feel so much better. So I don't really I haven't really talked about this at all. Some people know, but barely anybody knows. Basically, since October of 2020, I have been suffering from panic attacks and post-traumatic stress. I fainted at a restaurant last October, and ever since then, I still cannot eat inside of a restaurant. Yesterday, for the first time in months, I was able to eat outside, and that's where I've been the most successful, is eating outside of a restaurant. And yesterday, I just felt like I got my confidence back with that, and I am soon going to try to sit inside. Also, the thing is that I'm very disciplined when it does come to what I eat. And so I really don't eat out a lot anyway, but it's like when I want to be able to eat out, I want to be able to eat out. So I am going to try it very soon, but I don't know, it just really makes me nervous. I have gone to my doctor last month. I am on medication and I actually do see him tomorrow. So we shall see what he says. I am trying, well, for one, it took about last month for a few weeks. The fear of the panic attack, I just couldn't even leave my house. So even to go see a therapist was impossible, and even to just make an appointment, even if it was like on video, I just couldn't do it. And it was like the stress was like setting me off with more panic attacks, and it was basically like every morning I just had this high anxiety, and literally the only place I felt safe was my bedroom. I was struggling. It almost sounds dramatic when I talk about it, but it is real when I'm going through it. So that's like, I just skimmed the top with all that. So I've gone through a lot this past year. So the fact that I maintained my weight, and yeah, I had a little bit of holiday weight and all that, but that's all gone. So I'm just like really excited. I feel like I'm on like the home stretch of getting to where I want to be with my weight and my health, and I just want to get these pounds off because of health reasons. I really like the way I look. I really have no qualms with it. I enjoy dressing myself. Like there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I really like not like. But I mean, other than like, honestly, I will probably definitely get a tummy tuck in the future and get probably more of a reduction and lift with my chest here. But I just want to lose more pounds for health reasons. So that's why I'm continuing to do this and why I'm being super disciplined and super consistent with my diet. But again, this week I am going to try to work out again because I do feel a lot more confidence, and I just feel a lot better and just mentally and everything like that. So it's just crazy that I still lost 10 pounds with hardly any exercise and just focusing on my food. And I think that is just one of the most important things. But obviously, workouts is great for your physical health and also your mental health. But now I actually feel brave enough and I don't have that fear of leaving my home anymore. So that is great. Yeah, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. But I am still trucking along, guys, and I just feel like really happy with where I am right now in my life. And I'm just happy that I'm feeling better, because especially pretty much all of August and most of September, or the start of September, but mainly it was all August, it was a struggle. I feel like I barely posted on Instagram. I wasn't doing any YouTube videos. It was a challenge for me, and I barely talked to anybody, because it was just really hard. Because even just sometimes with talking about it in those moments, especially in August, it would just trigger another panic attack. And let me tell you something, difficult. So again, I was able to eat outside at a restaurant yesterday, and it was successful. A couple of times I just got a little anxious, but for the most part, I got through flying colors and didn't have a panic attack. So or freaked out and ran out, like I have done, okay? So I am just really excited about that, and I hope to be able to sit inside of a restaurant and not have any issues. I feel like I'm probably gonna feel nervous, but I just don't want to have a panic attack, because it's just not good. It's the worst feeling in the whole wide world. And that's the thing, is that when you do go through panic attacks, you do avoid your triggers and you avoid things so you don't have to be triggered and have a panic attack, because it is so bad. But I feel like avoiding things in the long run, it makes it so much worse, in my opinion. But at the same time, when you're in it, it's so hard. It's so hard. So, but anyway, I don't want to leave this video on a negative note by any means. So I am doing so much better though, guys. August was a struggle. I am feeling so much better now. What's today's date? I think the 17th or 18th. It's a Sunday. Which honestly, I'm so happy football is back, because my husband is busy doing that, and now basically every Sunday I'm going to be filming videos, and so you'll see hopefully a lot more of me this fall and winter. So I'm really happy about that. So I kind of basically have a filming schedule, which is good. But I'm excited to get back into my workouts, get this last a little bit of weight off. I don't have that much to go. I don't really know exactly how much I want to do yet, but it's not a lot at all. And I have a very realistic number in my mind right now, and my birthday's in October, so I'm kind of hoping to hit it around my birthday, or at least sometime in October. And so that's kind of like my goal. But honestly, whenever you set goals on losing a certain amount by that date, 99.9% of the time it does not happen. So just be aware of that. But at the same time, it's always good to have that goal, because then you're working towards it. You know what I mean? But don't get upset if you just missed it by a little bit or whatnot. Just keep going and you will hit your goals. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and hope you guys are all doing well in your health and fitness and weight loss journeys, because it is a lifelong thing. This is not just lose the weight and you're done. Because honestly, I could technically be done losing weight now, but I want to keep going. I want to be the best Natalie that I could be, the healthiest Natalie, and I really want to get back into running. I'm craving it. My body and my mind is craving running again. I miss it so much. So that is also another great thing, because if I didn't miss it, or if I didn't want to do it, but I just want to get out there. But since it's been so long since I ran, I have to start small, which usually I try to be an overachiever and I do too much and then I injure myself. So gotta start small. So I probably run, walk, and then every week just add on, basically when you start running in general. So I'm just going to be a beginner. And honestly, that's one thing that I love, is that I still feel like a beginner. I mean, will be 3 years in January that I started to change my life and I went keto. And, I still feel like a beginner. I still feel like a beginner. Like, oh, and just an update with my food. Because I don't think I've done an update about my food. I'm no longer keto. I haven't been keto since, March. Yeah, March 2nd is when I started basically eating a high protein, low carb, low fat diet. I absolutely love it. I really enjoy it. And it's basically volume eating because it's a lot of low calorie, low fat, low carb things, but high protein. And I enjoy it so much. It's so easy. It's just, easy as keto, honestly. Like, I'm able to stick with it. And because I was disciplined with keto, I'm able to transition into something else. I didn't gain any weight. When I transitioned by May, so I transitioned March 2nd, by mid to late May, I lost 10 pounds then. So I didn't gain weight. Everyone says, oh, you gained so much weight. But because I was still relatively low carb, my body just didn't absorb all this water. Because that's what happens. Because when carbs hold on to water. So just know that. So it's not body fat. So don't get discouraged, but I didn't really gain anything. And to be honest, like, some days I'm higher carb than others. I've been eating a lot of oatmeal in the mornings lately, and again, I still lost weight even eating carbs, but it's also, I just don't want to eat a bunch of junk carbs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not eating candy and cakes and that sort of thing. To me, if you're going to eat carbs like rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, oatmeal, what other things? Like that type of stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, you can have chips. Like, I love the Siete chips, but I don't eat them on the regular. It's not something that I keep in. I count my calories. I make sure to get a lot of protein in. I try to get 100 to 150. Some days are better than others. It just depends what I'm eating. You know what I mean? But I'm always, always trying. And I think that's just what's super important. And I'm so happy that, the fact that it's almost going to be 3 years in January, I never once just gave up. That is so special. I thought of this the other day, and I was like, I never gave up. As hard as this past year has been with my mental health and my panic attacks, I never threw in the towel and just said, F it, I'm just going to eat. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do that. Like, and even though I'm not working out, I still try to be like as active as I can and just walk around my house or, clean and stuff. So that way I'm busy and doing something, making sure I'm not overeating, portioning, weighing my food out, counting my calories. None of that stuff triggers me in a bad way. So I understand that some people it does and they can't count or can't weigh their food and it really like offsets them. And you have to do what works for you. But for me, and that's the other thing too, I got back into weighing myself every day, and that helps me so much because for me, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So when I don't weigh myself every day, it's almost like I don't keep myself accountable. But if I weigh myself every day, even if I put on a pound or whatever it is, it's like, okay, like we got to do this, or okay, maybe we had a higher carb day yesterday, so I'm probably holding on to more water or whatever the case may be. But when you see, I'm sorry though, when I see that scale, it's so motivating, right? That's why people quit, is when they don't see it going down. But if you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, it will eventually budge and it will eventually go down. But again, don't get too hung up on the scale either, especially if you're lifting weights and you're eating a lot of protein and you're putting muscle on. You have to take that into account, and also foods as well, okay? And also, maybe you didn't go to the bathroom yet. So that's also a big thing too, okay? So, there's all these different variables, but, I like weighing myself every day because it keeps me accountable. Whether it goes down, up, or stays the same, it does keep me accountable, and it reminds me every day, like, what my purpose is. Because I got off of weighing myself every day because I thought, oh, I don't really need to. But I have learned that I will lose more weight when I weigh myself because I'm much more accountable of knowing what I'm doing every day. Also, fill your Instagram and your YouTube with health videos. It doesn't have to be weight loss. It can just be anything that's like health related that you're into, because again, when you surround yourself with it, you're going to stick with it. And that's why I will sometimes, if I just need inspiration or motivation, or I feel like I'm lacking or I just don't feel excited, I watch what I eat in the day, or, of whatever diet you're doing, whatever it is, like find people online that inspire you, that motivate you, that post regularly, that it's going to constantly keep you motivated. And, and again, you're not always going to be motivated, but I shouldn't say keep you motivated, but keep you constantly into what you're doing. And I'm not saying to be obsessive about it, but to me, your health should be a hobby in your life. It really, really should be. And that's always what I wanted for myself. I wanted it to be a hobby. I wanted to be something that, I do for fun and go hiking and running, and it is a part of my life. And I'm just so happy that it really is, because I'm truly living who Natalie is. And for so long, I just wasn't. And I knew on the inside who I was and who I wanted to be. And it was just so hard to figure it out. And I'm just so happy I did, to be honest. And, honestly, I'm so grateful for the internet, because there's just so much free information out there, and that can truly, truly help you. So, I think just find something that you can stick with. I think that's just the main thing. Everybody wants to knock every diet and this. And if you don't want to do a fad diet, or you don't want to pick a specific thing, that's fine. But also try to eat the healthiest you can. Like everybody's definition of healthy is different, but do your definition of healthy. You know what I mean? And just try to stay as consistent and disciplined. And the more consistent you are, the more disciplined you're going to be, and then the more confident you're going to be. And you're just going to be on a roll, and you're going to realize, like, wow, I'm doing it, and you're going to want to stick with it. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys are all doing great. Definitely let me know how you guys are all doing. And, if you guys have a weight loss or fitness health channel, definitely let me know below. I would love to check it out. But again, I hope you guys are all doing well. I really, really have missed posting. So I'm just happy that football's back so I can film, and George is downstairs and I'm in my beauty room. It's like, I don't know. You know how I feel like in this room? I feel like, when you're living at home and you have your own bedroom, like that's how I feel. And it just, like, I don't know, it makes me feel really good. So I'm really happy that I have my own little room in here, because it's like all of my stuff. I have like my Hello Kitty stuff and my girly stuff. I don't know. It's like my own little girl cave. So I really, really enjoy it. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know below. I am going to try really, really hard, at least within the next couple weeks, to get my like cheat code food videos out there that are low calorie, high protein, low carb, low fat, volume eating. So you're going to be eating a lot of food, but for not a lot of calories, and you're going to stay full. And basically all my cheat code foods, whether it's snacks or just regular food. And real quick though, guys, I stay away from recipes, because I do some like soups and that sort of thing, but I try to calculate everything and then portion it. So if it's like 6 containers, divide the whole recipe by 6 and that sort of thing. So I have like a rough estimate. But I feel like when people say, oh, I'm going to go keto, or oh, I'm going to go do this, I looked up all these recipes, that's when it gets tricky, and you'll probably end up overeating. So try to do things that you can at least track, especially at the beginning. And then when you become disciplined and consistent with portion control, then do your recipes. You know what I mean? So that way then you can, be portioning everything out in moderate portions and not overeating and that sort of thing. And that way then you can start to learn like how big portions are, because for me, I had no idea. So even though I still weigh my food, which I don't mind at all, because honestly, sometimes like if I just roughly do it, I'm actually under eating. So which isn't good either. So you want to make sure that you are eating what you think you're eating and not over or under eating. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update. Sorry if it was everywhere, but there was a lot to say because it's been a long time since I've done an update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys.